Hey there, Sass Squad. Welcome to the video. I know these are kind of catching up. I did these tournaments last weekend, but this tournament is the biggest one I've done during Ferocious Cup this month. There was 44 people in Santa Monica. A lot of challenging battlers. I'm glad I went out there. I've been having a blast doing Silv Cup, honestly. So let's jump in these matches. There's going to be a couple contestant rounds too for lag. I'm gonna show everything. Let's go. Alright, so our first match is against this guy named Ocelot. And yes. Let us get this first match up. Let me bring my team up. So guys, yes, this is the very first matchup of Santa Monica Ocelot. I actually have seen this guy before grinding in downtown, and I knew he was a pretty decent battler, but these matches are pretty intense. All the matches in Santa Monica were just insane, guys. There's a lot of people there. Like 44 people, I think, in total were competing. But yeah. Crazy. Good stuff, though. Alright, so he's running the double nine tails, which is pretty interesting. I didn't see it much before that day. Alright. There was a lot of lag out here. I mean, we were by the ocean too. Guess it's to be expected in some way or another that we're going to be getting some sort of lag. But yes. Alright, so our opponent's team. Let me bring up the tournament on my computer as well. Alright, so I lead with Vaporeon. He brings in Skuntank. I'm like, alright, so I think I try to stay in and try to get off one Aqua Jet before I switch out. Yeah. I really think I should have been bringing Ninetales more, but I was getting better after after this first match of Santa Monica. I became a little more confident in how to play my team. Yeah, trying to be more aggressive with the lone Ninetales I think is better in a lot of ways. But yeah. This guy has both of his shields left still, and I'm like, dang, this is rough. Yeah, so he ends up using one of his shields finally, but I'm trying to like get as much damage off here as possible. Because I'm like, okay, that's good. This is pretty decent for us. I mean, I think I shield here. I feel like I should have taken a hit. I don't know why I like got so scared, but it doesn't really matter because he ends up going for another move here anyways. And yeah, it pretty much would have been the same or similar outcome. But I wonder if I should have just switched in Vaporeon there in general. Because he ends up having Manu in the back, and I'm like, damn, he has one shield left, and he has Manu. Manu is a really bulky Pokemon in Great League. It's pretty insane. But yeah, this Manu ends up wrecking me the first round. because all I have left is Vaporeon, and I don't really have the leisure to really do anything. Like, this is not enough. I know this is not going to be enough to take it out, and he's going to be able to, just even a discharge at this point is enough to just knock me out. So first match ends up going to Ocelot. It's rough, yo. For real though. I was like, dang, man. The little guy just wrecked me. A little rat. A little rodent. Hurts. But yes. We go into our second match here. And I'm thinking, God. He brought that Minu. Should I bring Piloswine? Because Piloswine would be a great way to deal with it, but I'd have to be in the right situation for it to work. I'm like, well, what do I compromise for that then? What should I do? So I end up kind of going back and forth about what I want to do here. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just lead with the low Ninetales instead. And we get some weird glitch there. I've never seen that glitch before. I think it's because people are drifting a lot just from standing there. So we have to start it over, unfortunately. I mean, I didn't see anything on his side, so I'll just go with the same team regardless. Honestly, this guy was a very interesting character. I know I could beat this guy, but it's more about the fact that I didn't beat him in that first one, you know? It's like it came down to that Minu, and the Minu wrecked through. But I could have not, my foresight wasn't there for the Minu. I wasn't thinking I'd see it, and it ended up punishing me. It's interesting how in hindsight you can see how just a difference in a switch that you could have made is so significant. But you really can't always know that. A lot of times it's just flipping a coin, like what you decide. You can only kind of know as much as you are shown. So it's more about remembering also, like, okay, so the guy did use this Pokemon at the beginning of the match and he has it in the back still. How much health did it actually have? Vice versa. But sometimes, like, you just get lucky. Alright, so I think I decided to, I'm like, oh shit. I think I decided to switch it up. Or, yeah, it looks like I'm switching it up here. Or like, I'm like, you know, I'll just, I do, the thing is, I switch what I led with. Which, now that I look at this, like, I feel like if I would have led with Ninetales instead, that would have been much more of a favorable matchup. Like I originally did. It's kind of ironic. Maybe I thought I was doing the same. I mean, I did use the same 3 Pokemon, but I wasn't like intentionally switching up my lead here. I sincerely probably just mistakenly didn't use the same lead. But it didn't even show up on either of our screens either. But I was intentionally, I originally wanted to lead with Ninetales this match. It's kind of rough looking at this. And that was kind of a rough play on my end. I should have shielded there. I should have risked it knowing that this is I already lost the match against this guy and I have to essentially win this battle to even do a tiebreaker match with him. So that kind of hurt. I was like, dang, we just got wrecked right now. All types are wrecked this match. But I mean, Skuntank's a decent matchup against Bibarel, but it's also not the ideal situation. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm like not really going to be able to survive this one. So I decided to switch out to Vaporeon here. See if I can like I don't know. Okay, so I have a shield, and I know Vaporeon can actually, I think it's 3 Aqua Jets can beat a Minu. So I'm going for it here. I'm just trying my best to knock this out as fast as possible. It's pretty insane, honestly. Like, it's an insane match. Aquatel. Sorry, my bad. It's cool. But right here, this is pretty much, yeah, it happens, man. Like I said earlier, I've been having a long day. I know I tend to always like change what it's called, just because there is both moves in the game. I don't know if they're both in Pokemon Go though. Actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, it came down to just that, which really stunk. I was like, no. So I'm feeling pretty demoralized. This is my first matchup at Santa Monica, and I'm like, dang, dude. Already, I knew today was gonna be full of tough trainers, but already, first match, I'm getting wrecked. So that doesn't feel good. And I don't know, I go into this match, I honestly didn't even I don't know. I tried, but wasn't feeling like it really mattered. It's like, dang, dude, I just got wrecked. So we lead with our Skuntank here. Probably should have switched out earlier. Looking at this, even though it still kind of matters to try to win these matches, even if you've already lost the matchup. But yeah, I should have switched out here for sure. I should have just kept Skuntank in. I should have saved Skuntank for later. Yeah, so this just wasn't, I don't think any of this was good on my end. We both just sacked all of our shields, and it really wasn't worth it because Skuntank doesn't, as you can see, it doesn't win in the end there. That was something that I never calced. So that was definitely that was my fault. Dude, I'm just getting the fact that he was able to get a Hyper Fang off there also, I was getting so punished this match. If I used Vaporeon instead and tried to get off a couple last resorts or something at least one, maybe. This is weird. I don't know what the hell happened on his end, but his Pokemon turned invisible. I think he did a switch, and for some reason it didn't really show. play your team at the end of the day and how you shield. But this cup is very strange regardless. It's interesting how they're trying to do it. So here I'm trying to farm, but then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna bait. He probably thinks I'm running Hyper Fang, so I figure I'll just bait a shield. But he doesn't, and I'm like, fuck. I was kind of thinking, man, maybe I could have got off a Hyper Beam, that would have been insane. So I decided not to shield there, and I'm like, I take a last resort, which is, it hurts. It hurts me. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't like matter necessarily if you have the dust. Like if that's like, if the argument is there's a lot of expensive things, I mean, like dust-wise, that's one argument. But saying it's uninteresting because the things are expensive, I mean, I don't know if that's like an interesting argument. Or even like a argument, sorry, not interesting argument, but an argument. I think those are two separate issues. Like, the meta being uninteresting is one thing. Things costing a lot is another. Dying player, thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome to Sass Squad. Yeah, so he sends in his Nidoqueen here, which is a pretty good counter to Skuntank. I mean, the thing is, some of these Pokemon people already had powered up as well. So it's like all how you look at it. You're like, I like to look at things like this, like I'm adding to my arsenal. You know, even if I never use it again, I have it. And there's always open cup and fun recommended matches and such. Fortunately for us, we're able to get in here, get off an Aqua Tail. I want to make sure I said it right. Alright. And this is crazy. I'm like, yes! And we end up winning our first match against MoralTruth here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna defend the cup. I mean, you guys are definitely entitled to your opinions, for sure. And like, I'm not disagreeing with you, like, I'm just hearing you out. I mean, I've actually seen a lot of variety, but yeah, a lot of people do try to run the same cores, for sure. Like, Umbreon is a very popular one that people run. But it's like, I don't know. I'd rather have more of a challenge instead of just run the thing that's the bulkiest and can deal with the most situations. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's overrated in a lot of ways too. Yeah, the next cup, they usually do it like towards the end of the month. Alright, so we're on our second match here. Second battle with MoralTruth. I mean, that's, I like could care less, I guess, because I like literally just started doing Self Road, so I'm like, I've had so much Stardust in the game that I just like don't care. It's like, alright, you don't want to play it because you don't have Stardust, whatever. Feels bad, man. Alright, so we like lag out here, and we like end up deciding to go with our same team. He was, yeah. He was at this one, too. He was at both tournaments. Grum faced him in the Santa Monica one and beat him. Yeah, I actually lost the second time. It was rough, man. It was fair though in the East LA tournament. Alright, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I get like the whole argument with Ferocious Cup. I mean, the thing is, like, I have no connection or ties to it all either. You know what I mean? I'm just some dude like who's like finally doing PvP, and I'm like, yay! I have a shit ton of resources. This guy, I contested lag with him, and he didn't rematch. And when I took it to the tournament guy, for some reason, like, the guy I was facing was able to convince him that it didn't matter. But he didn't even watch the match when I was trying to show it to him. And then I showed it to everyone else. And I showed it on stream. And it's like pretty obvious I should have had a rematch. But it's whatever. This match is insane, by the way, against MoralTruth. I'm actually kind of nervous here because I'm not really sure what he's holding in the back there, but I know this switch here is my best way to deal with Skuntank because I don't want to like just weaken my Vaporeon. But I made a bad prediction there. Very bad prediction. I was thinking he would just crunch and try to bait a shield, but I ended up just getting punished. Yeah, it's messed up. I was thinking about sending a contestant to Sylph. I probably should still do that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll still send it, because I probably could have gone 4-0 that tournament too. So I'm able to bait one shield here, and I'm trying to get off another shield. Well, yeah, like I had the moderator came to watch it, but he just didn't like. I don't know. The dude was like, it was just a weird moment. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even care anymore at this point either. Like, I'm over it. Like, I was frustrated at the time because it was clearly I deserved a rematch, but I don't know. Some people just do whatever it takes to win. So I end up losing this match, and I'm looking at myself like, dude, I had a shield left. This happened to me twice in this day, where I lost the match because I didn't use one of my shields because I died to something like Charm instead. It's pretty insane. Charm can do that much damage if you're not careful. Yeah. But the guy who it lagged with, he literally is just kind of a character in itself. Some places care more. It depends on where you're at, I guess. LA is pretty big. Like, I'm in the center, so I can kind of hit a lot of different parts of town. Alright guys, we're on our second matchup, our third battle. We're doing our tiebreaker match against MoralTruth here. We have a hefty ass stream today, guys. Wow. Alright. So, this is a great matchup for me. Clearly, he doesn't want to stay here. Like, he could, but he's not. That's not a good idea. But I think that sucks. He takes a couple hits, but he's switching Skuntank, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm staying in, boys. I'm going for it. But then I'm like, I'll save Ninetales in the back to deal with Umbreon. So I end up switching into my own Skuntank. I think I decided to just take a hit here, which is nice. A little weird there. I don't know if that was significant or not for either of us. But yeah, I decided to shield once just to keep my Skuntank a little bit healthier. We end up knocking out his Skuntank. This is a really good situation for us because we know he has Umbreon. Okay, we see this Nidoqueen, and we know we have to die. But we can either do a little bit of damage or bait one of his shields here. And we end up getting one of his shields, which is very nice. And I just decide Skuntank needs to die here. It's our best option. I have Vaporeon at full health, but then I made a horrible play on accident. It switched out for some reason, but it was crazy because he made a fucking switch into Umbreon when I switched into Vaporeon, but it worked out in my favor, dude. This is some fucked up shit right here. Like, I made a terrible switch that ended up being an amazing play. Like, granted, I probably would have made this same switch anyways, but I feel like because of the way it switched, it was just such crazy timing. Like, I end up fucking... I'm pretty sure I win this now. Well, I know I win this, but that's why I win. Dude, this is insane rewatching this, actually. Like, that switch alone was game-changing. But I feel like it might have been better if I switched after he switched. Because I took some damage from Nidoqueen there for a second. So, yeah. That was crazy. That was actually scary also right there. We just barely took that. Yeah, but we ended up winning our tiebreaker match with MoralTruth there. Good game, man. That shit was insane. Holy smokes. Whoa. Alright. More matches. Damn, we have so many matches today. Alright. Alright, guys. We are now hitting our third match of Santa Monica. We actually got paired up with Dark Matter Wolf. If you guys are familiar, he's actually a YouTuber who does Pokemon Go content, and he does PvP stuff also. He kind of lives near Santa Monica. This is the first time I actually met this guy. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's fucking cool actually getting to know this guy. I was like, damn, dude, I've like seen this guy's videos on YouTube before. He was really nice. Hey, Cutter. Welcome to stream, buddy. It's going alright. I went to Huntington Library earlier. Walked around the garden. Kind of tired, but we're just reviewing all of our PvP matches from the first cup yesterday. He's streaming right now? Oh, dude, that's sick. Yeah. Yeah, this is me facing him right now. Yeah. He streams on Twitch also. But I think I mainly found out about him like years ago, like when he was like on YouTube. But yeah, it was kind of cool. Like I got to meet him. Low key, guys. He actually invited me to his birthday party. It's pretty sweet of him. It's pretty hype, actually. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I'll go to your birthday party. Fuck yeah. Yeah, interesting team. He's running Suicune. And like, this is like a team he's kind of running is similar to a team I was thinking of kind of running. I was a little nervous because I'm like, I don't know what to expect from this guy. But he knew who I was too, which was pretty interesting. Like he knew I streamed Pokemon Go on Twitch. Yeah, he said he wanted a Piloswine over Sandslash. The Sandslash can be useful, but you know. But yeah. Whew. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First battle against Dark Matter Wolf. Yeah, I feel like Alolan Sandslash is good because it's steel. It can deal with the charm users. Alright guys, our first match, our first battle against Dark Matter Wolf. So I lead with Skuntank, he leads with Suicune. Alright. I know I could take a Bubble Beam, so I don't even shield Bubble Beam at all. Yeah. It's 5 a.m. there. Holy smokes. It's pretty late. Alright, switching my Manu on his Suicune. And I know Bubble Beam is going to do like nothing. So I don't even shield. And I know... This is the thing. Bubble Beam doesn't really do a lot of damage now that they changed its function. And... He switches in his Umbreon. I'm trying to bait a shield here. And... Generally with Umbreon, I feel like it's a good idea to kind of go for Thunderbolt on... I mean, go with Thunderbolt against Umbreon. Sorry, that was worded really weird. Got a little bit of lag there, but I don't think it was significant for us. We were both kind of lagging at the same time. I didn't really need to shield this. I was just a little nervous, I don't know. You're not sleeping, oh man. Hype for no sleep. He doesn't shield any of these, which I was hoping he would just shield. And I'm like, crap. I should have just gone for another Thunderbolt. The Bubble Beam does make a difference, though, in these situations. Because it lowers my attack a little bit, where maybe 3 Thunderbolts is not enough. I know I could take pretty much any move from this. I was thinking he might have Last Resort on his Umbreon, but I was trying to pay attention to how he was using his charge moves also. He wasn't really farming much, it seemed. So I was pretty confident that I could take these attacks. I was trying to save this shield. You have an EX rate in 8 hours. Holy smokes, man. Alright, so I go for... I clicked on Sludge Bomb. Did you see that? That was weird. I clicked on Sludge Bomb, but it went to Crunch. But, whatever. We both have 1 shield left. I send in my own Vaporeon, which... I'm not exactly sure why I did that. Looking at this. Maybe I should have switched in Manu. I know I could take a Last Resort also, if he was going to use it. But I think I just end up going for Aqua, tell myself. Oh yeah, that's chill. It's a little nerve-wracking here. Just because he still has a shield left. I'm trying to bait that shield. He blocks it. I go right into Manu here. Right able to get off a discharge to knock out Suicune. And... Or no, it was Umbreon. Because he switched to Umbreon there when he had Suicune. It was really confusing what the fuck happened there. Because it was like a visual glitch. But I ended up blocking that Bubble Beam. And that pretty much seals the deal. So yeah. My first match against Dark Matter Wolf, I end up winning. So that's pretty... I was feeling pretty good. Usually, when you get that first win, it's kind of like, you know, takes a little bit off the edge. So, based on his team, I'm thinking like, alright. So he's probably gonna use that Suicune again. I don't know, I just had a feeling he would bring Suicune again. And I think I'm debating if I want to lead with Manu or not, or if I even want to bring Alone Ninetales, because I was like thinking that if I could trap his, if he brings Umbreon, I could trap it relatively easy. But then I'm like, I don't know if I even want to bring Ninetales this match. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm bringing Ninetales. But I think I switch Manu to the lead because I'm like, he's gonna lead with Suicune. I could just tell. So I wanted this favorable matchup, but then he doesn't lead with Suicune. And I'm like, oh snap, Lairon. Yeah, I think it's like the same hours as raids. So we end up doing a discharge. We bait a shield, which is nice. I switch into Vaporeon to deal with Lairon. I knew I could take a move here. Fortunately, it was Rock Slide, and I actually decided to go for. I think I end up going for Last Resort. Yeah, I knew I could take a Bubble Beam. Yeah, I go for Last Resort here. Which he doesn't shield, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does some damage, you know? Like, it's a Suicune for God's sake, you know? It's pretty bulky. Alright, so another Bubble Beam. I knew I could take that. And I'm able to get a switch out there, which was pretty freaking clutch before I die. So I can come in with Vaporeon when all shields are down and like get off a move of my choice. So I know I could just take Bubble Beams from this Suicune. I just want to farm and kill it off with Charm at this point. Save my shields for something else. Lairon comes back. I decide, you know, this is essentially just gonna waste his shield. But he doesn't shield, and I'm like, oh wow, that can actually take a hit. So of course, send in Vaporeon. I'm too weak to really farm, so I just go for the Aqua Tail here. Waste his last shield. I end up shielding here. This is actually a pretty smart play on my end, because I knew I could take a hit. And I die this time. I know that may seem weird, but it's actually a pretty smart play because I send in Manu here. I'm able to kill his Lairon and farm a little bit, which would have been more of a scary situation, and I just, you know, I don't even have to use my last shield. I mean, granted, maybe I like didn't have to do all that work for this win here, but I just end up 2-0ing Dark Matter Wolf here. So yeah, we end up going into our third match. This is a good time. This is a crazy tournament, honestly. So, I was a little frustrated losing my first matchup in this tournament, but being able to meet Dark Matter Wolf was pretty cool. So I was like, there's silver lining to this whole night. Get to meet someone. Alright, so yes. We're in our third match, which essentially we just, you have to do them. It could still go any way, you know, but I already won twice. I decided to just do the same thing, I think, essentially. Like, Manu is doing work. Vaporeon's a beast. Skuntank's a beast. Brings in... I mean, what did I say? Umbreon? What? Anyways, I think I meant to say Vaporeon. Hey Everest, welcome to stream, buddy. We're currently looking at the Santa Monica one. The East LA one, I went 3-1. We're currently watching our third battle of our third matchup. I already won the first two against Dark Matter Wolf here, but we're doing our third match. Manu wins in the matchup, in the mirror. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I can't speak anymore, guys. Manu wins against Umbreon. So I was just staying in here. But then I decided to switch into Skuntank because I want to have Manu in case he does have, you know, any water Pokemon in the back here. I know he could take a hit. And he ends up switching to Lairon here. Aw, man, I feel you, Mega Eevee. What'd I eat today? I had like some breaded fish. It's pretty bomb, actually. How about yourself? What did you eat today? I'm freaking hungry. Speaking of that, should be more concerned about what I'm gonna eat next. Yeah, so this is obviously Lairon is gonna destroy Skuntank. I decided to just let the old fella die. We have Vaporeon. Vaporeon could come in here and do work. So that's what we do. We do work. Damn, Domino's sounds bomb right now. Pizza in general sounds so good right now. So Vaporeon, he switches in Umbreon, which is a good play, good switch. But Umbreon's almost dead, so I end up being able to farm a little bit to get another Aqua Tail ready. Comes back out of Lairon. Right into a charge move. Just want Pringles or something. Oh my gosh, I didn't see the new episode yet. I have to watch it. I'll have to watch that. And as you can see, we finished this off with Aqua Tail, and he has one more. He has his own Vaporeon. It's kind of scary, but I think I try to go for the last resort. Damn, I'm jealous. I want Pringles. So he goes for Aqua Tail. I'm fortunate that I can go for a last resort here. And there. That does a decent chunk of damage for us. We let Vaporeon just die. And we come in, we have Discharge right off the bat with Manu. And we end up 3-0ing against Dark Matter Wolf here. Dude, those sound... Yeah, I did. I'm good. Honestly, like, he was really nice. It was really awesome getting to meet him. We hung out, like, we even, like, when I was streaming in Santa Monica last night, he was hanging out with me and Awesome Adam TV. We're gonna be, I added him as a friend also, so we're gonna work on getting our friendship up so we can do more collaboration and battles on stream and such. Alright guys, so that was our third matchup of the day. 1 second, we're gonna use the restroom real. I've never had an Apple or like an iPhone, or I've never really, I've had an iPod. I think that's the only Apple product I've ever really owned. I'm not saying that for any other reason, just to give you context. I just have no input. I'm not saying that I'm better than you or anything like that. Just have no input. I have no idea what to say. It's not my problem. So this guy's team is interesting. I was like, I haven't seen really an alone Raichu, to be honest. So I wasn't really sure if I was gonna get wrecked by it or what. But I was like, I don't know. I just can't see it. Like, I can see it being good against the waters, but I don't know. I was considering that's why he had it. So, yeah. I'm feeling pretty confident against my opponent's team, though. I'm starting to become a little more maneuvered of my team as well. Because I feel like I don't take advantage over the fact that I do have a charm user on my team as much as I could, and I should. Because there's so many matchups, if I just had it and I played it correctly, it would give me more of an advantage. But yes. Alright, so we decided to go into our first matchup, and I decided to bring Swine as my lead. We don't have any rematches against this guy, but the last two opponents I have, we have some rematches. So he leads with the Alolan Raichu here. That's a pretty good matchup for me. He switches into Nidoqueen. Also not too bad of a matchup for me. He does not shield at all. I don't know why, to be honest. Maybe he thought I was running Bulldoze or something. But I just wreck his Nidoqueen. I go for a Stone Edge here. He ends up taking a Stone Edge. Honestly, I understand he wants to save his shields here. But both of those plays that I was able to get off were pretty significant in this match. Like, those are plays that if he shielded would have done my momentum more damage. But yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm like, I've never actually been in this matchup, but then he has Psychic, and I'm like, ah, shit, dude. I was like, I could maybe take a Thunder Punch, or I was thinking he's gonna Thunder Punch, or maybe Wild Charge. But yeah, I got wrecked by Psychic there. That means Skuntank is gonna be able to do a good job against him. I don't know why it wasn't letting me get a crunch off there. That was really weird. I don't think the thing is the Alolan Marowak is that good in Pharaoh Cup. It's like decent, but it gets walled so hard by virtually everything that's like common. Like, it can do good against certain things. So in our first matchup, I end up winning against Stripe here. I think the shield predictions on his end are the main reason why that match went in my favor like that. I was able to get off that Stone Edge. I was able to get off the Avalanche also. So I was feeling pretty good about that. I think I'm like thinking about doing a similar thing, but I want to switch it up a little bit. Bring the same Pokemon, but I just switch the order they come in. That's chill. I mean, that's how a lot of people are doing this cup too, is that they're just trying to save resources. which isn't necessarily how you can win. But if you don't actually care that much too, and you're just trying to like do one weighted cup and do your best, like yeah, it probably doesn't matter that much. I think I've seen people run it. So this is a matchup that most times I have not felt I need to shield against. That was weird. You see that shit? I definitely went for the sludge bomb. Why the hell did I do crunch there? That was like, I swear I went for sludge bomb there. Or maybe I'm seeing things. That was weird. But Manu is gonna be able to win this matchup also, so I'm not even worried. But Ninetales comes in. Ninetales is gonna wreck my Manu. Can't really do anything about that. Just have to let it happen at this point. So send our Manu after to its death. Send him straight to the grave. I could pretty much pick either of those to send in. I feel like I should have sent in Skuntank. I mean, I know why I was doing this, because I knew I could kind of deal with the Ninetales. So I had to farm a few taps before I use Avalanche in hopes that he just takes it. But he ends up shielding here, which I thought was pretty interesting. So I think I'm able to get off another Avalanche, which seals the deal here. Looking at this, I feel like if I switch to Skuntank real quick and saved my last move, could have also been beneficial. I mean, the thing is, I guess it doesn't really matter. Pilot Swan goes down. I still have one shield left, and a Skuntank's at a good percentage. I wasn't really sure. I don't know. I was like paranoid on the last resort. That's crazy, because I could have just not shielded there, but I was like, I don't even know if he has last resort. Unfortunately, I didn't die there. And he ends up coming in there with his Alone Raichu in the back, which is great for me because I essentially just one-shot it with a crunch. So I was very fortunate that that's what he had last. So I end up winning our second match as well. So my fourth opponent, I win the first two matches. We end up going into our third round. Hey Solid, welcome to stream, bud. How you doing this evening? So yeah, another victory here. Well, I'm gonna go grab an Oreo real quick. Yeah, I end up bringing Ninetales this time. I switched it up a little bit. Instead of Oreo, I brought Ninetales. See, this is rough. I definitely need to switch out here, but I just wanted to get off one discharge before I did, in hopes that either he takes damage or whatever, you know, like shield damage, whatever. I think I switched straight to Skuntank, and it's just like, now it's like down to it. Since he wasted one shield, that's good for us. He probably thought I was going to use a poison move. Fortunately for us, I was just trying to bait his shield. And we end up doing a decent amount of damage to Nidoqueen there. Again, Nidoqueen's just going down here. I mean, I have two shields. I figure might as well save one. I mean, might as well use it. Because we can pretty much get off another charge move. Now, I'm pretty sure he ends up shielding here. But that's good for us, because we still have 2 Pokemon. And he has no shields. And we have Lone Ninetales also. Oh, nice, man. How did you, I mean, any shiny luck on the Sneasel? So, fortunately for us, I'm in a good position for the rest of this battle. I can take a Surf. I think I even get off a Psyshock. Oh, no, I don't. I just die. But it doesn't matter because we have Minu in the back. And I think this is actually pretty dang close. I think I actually lose this one. I think Ninetales comes in, and there it is. Yeah, so Strife ends up winning the last battle, so I end up going 2-1. And this first match is we end up doing a rematch here, so you guys can check it out if you think this was a rematch worthy or not, and then we'll show all 3 of our official matches. Hey there, Scorpion Roller. Hey there, Espresso. Angriest Scotchman. Welcome to stream, man. How's everybody doing today? Raid hype. Dude, thank you so much for that raid, Thomas, and shout out to Thomas, guys. Go give Thomas some love. He's another Pokemon Go streamer here on Twitch. He has a very fun stream. You'll enjoy yourself. Alright, cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is the guy who... No, this is not the guy I was talking about. The guy who... This match... I don't think this lag mattered in this match that we have. Because I still have a Vaporeon completely. His name is WhenOurLipsTouch, is the name of this trainer. I've never faced this guy before. This is my first time ever facing this guy in a tournament. So this is our 5th opponent at Santa Monica yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, whenever I matched with him, I had to walk around going, "When our lips touch? When our lips touch?" Everyone, you know what I mean? It's a good time. And yes, this was a guy. So anyways, this match here that we're watching is a replay of a match that he contested for lag. Because the thing is, when you contest for lag, I understand if it's like at the beginning of the match and it's lagging, but if it's at the end of the match and it's like you missed a few attacks and I have a full fucking Pokemon left that's literally not gonna die to any of your attacks, I don't think it matters. And that's kind of like my argument here. But okay, so even then it lagged. So I was like, alright, we'll definitely rematch it. It just started. Whatever. So we do another rematch. But this is the match where it lags, apparently. For him too much. This is a guy, dude. This is a dude. He just has a girl avatar in the game. Gucci on my Gucci. He just got banned for cheating too. What the? What are you trying to say? You're like, people can't have fun. You're like, this one guy was having fun. And now he's banned forever. For being a rapist. I'm just kidding. Anyways, here we are. So this match, I want to show you just the kind of, if none of you have done Sylph Road, you can contest lag and all that, blah blah blah, Refuse the Wolf. Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Sass Squad, homie. So he's leading with Suicune. I have our Skuntank here, so I know it's like really no problem. We can take a Bubble Beam. That's funny, maybe. Huey. Jeez. Some people have funny names, for sure. Apparently he was a jerk, too. He is dodging his taxes. I don't know why I shielded that. You know what I mean? Like, that was unneeded. So stinky. Skuntank is getting all types of skunky up in there. This is a sick opportunity for me to just wreck his Umbreon. So okay, look at this. All of you so far is Skuntank and my low Ninetales. Keep in mind, does this look like any lag is happening? So far, this doesn't look like there's lag at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you see any lag? I don't. I think this is a fair match. Outside of the fact that, like, you know, this is not a favorable matchup for my opponent. But right at the moment, there's no lag. But it comes up soon. I'll show you where he can test it. But understand, like, we're like halfway through the match. So he brings in his Ninetales. Yeah, I'm really into the core games. I actually was really into VGC and Smoggin way before I even like played Pokemon Go. I will be doing PvP content for... Okay, this is where he's saying this matters. So there are a couple moves there where I get off, and I do get a charge move off. So it resumes now. I mean, maybe he didn't shield because he just figured it was over. You know what I mean? Like, but keep in mind I have like Vaporeon in the back also that I haven't even used once. Like, he didn't shield those, but I have a full health Vaporeon and I have a shield also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the rematch, just so you guys know. I honored it, and I just said, alright, if you think that made a difference, then I'll rematch you. So we took it to the... I was like, we'll take it to the judge real quick and let him decide. And he said, alright, yeah, that's a rematch. So we did rematch, and these are our 3 matches now, guys. These are our 3 official matches. That's what I was trying to say, is like... That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he missed a charm. He probably could have done more, but I still had a full health Vaporeon and a shield. And even his shield game doesn't really matter. Like, even if Skuntank died to his Ninetales there also, it would come down to my Vaporeon at full health versus his Suicune, which isn't going to do shit to Vaporeon. You know what I mean? There's nothing a Suicune or a lone Ninetales can do to Vaporeon at full health. So, and I have a shield, mind you. But I was like, whatever, like, I'll do the rematch because, you know, he's like, I don't want to be that dude. Like, I don't want to be that dude who pretty much did that to me when mine was a way more obvious case of lag. And I was like, alright, whatever. Like, in that situation, I didn't think it mattered, but I'm honoring it. Because it's better sportsmanship. It keeps people on better terms with each other. You know, I'm not mad at this guy. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm confident in my team. Like, I'll do a rematch. I'll do 8 more. Like, why not? So, when our lips touch, we end up doing... These are our official 3 matches, and there aren't any more lag issues, it seems. I don't think we... I don't know if we did. Maybe by accident we did. That wasn't really... There was so much time that passed between, because we walked to the judge and everything. I don't think it really mattered. we weren't really thinking on it on that terms as much as it was just like, let's just do another match and just start over. Yeah. So Skuntank, I don't know. I know that Suicune could do a better job at like catching people off guard. Like, I understand everyone wants to get Bubble Beam. Like, I feel like no one's really playing Suicune correctly. Like, I see people bringing it, but I'm like, I don't know if they're using it right. Because I feel like you're supposed to try to debuff as many opponents as possible. Not just keep it in and try to keep repeatedly lower one Pokemon's attack. But, yeah, this is... Honestly, this is not a favorable matchup. Vaporeon is kind of like a soft counter to Umbreon. But you don't really want to put yourself in that situation. I'm kind of just trying to spare for time. Hey, Scientist, welcome to stream. Oh, really? Maybe we did use the same team, though. It looks like we used a similar team. Like, I have a feeling I used, like, a similar one at least. I think it makes it more balanced, honestly. I think it's good to have a debuff like that. They did it with Bubble Beam, too. Whenever they added that Mon attack, they weakened Bubble Beam's damage. I knew I could take anything. Dude, as you can see, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. You don't have your Ninetales yet? I mean, I wasn't even really using my Ninetales until this tournament. I got better at learning how to play it in this tournament also. So yeah, we're in, so I sent in Skuntank because obviously Poison Jab's gonna wreck it. This is just one of those very glassy situations. I want to see if he predicts this. So either he wastes his shield or he dies. So he wastes his last shield, which I'm okay with because this is kind of like a, you know, we're both gonna die at similar times anyways. So I come in, I decide to, I obviously want to shield that, but I farm the last of its Ninetales, and I just go straight for Aqua Tail here, and there's really nothing he can do at this point because everything, we're both at such low health that I just end up winning. So I beat him in our first official. Oh, I guess it's like, this is technically our rematch right here. So I end up winning. That one was much closer, I guess. But really, he couldn't have done much, even with like a charge move. Alright, so we're going into our second battle now. Good game, guys. So, yeah. I think I feel pretty confident about fighting this guy, you know? But to be fair, the reception was pretty shitty in Santa Monica. But this is a favorable matchup right here. I do play I primarily have done mobile streams. Like I've been streaming on Twitch for like 16 months, maybe 17 months now. And I primarily do Pokemon mobile streams, but I do a lot of like PvP content. Like I do Shiny Hunt, but I definitely care more about PvP stuff in general. Oh, that sounds good, Mega Eevee. See, I'm in the more favorable matchup, but I really don't mind just kind of sacking Minu here. I feel like he's doing his job, and if I can save these shields for late game, I might benefit a little better. No, I'm on Android. Yeah, like last night I did a stream in Santa Monica after the tournament, but this stream is more focused, centralized around the battles. I was screen recording. I don't want to stream during the tournaments because I don't want to risk lagging, because it's more likely by streaming also I'll, like, lag my game, which is not worth it in my mind. Nicely, I made a prediction there, and I didn't take any last resort damage. We're in a really good situation. I'm ready to launch a move off. He sends an extra drill, which I really was not expecting, but pretty interesting choice. But fortunately for us, we can switch to Vaporeon. And he makes a switch to his Ninetales. But, you know, we were able to get a few water guns off before that switch. So we kind of nuked Excadrill. And all we're trying to do now is either get chip damage off or waste that shield. Yeah, no, it's actually true. Time has been flying, man. But yeah. As you can see, we end up shielding it. I didn't know what to. I didn't want to risk taking an Ice Beam or anything. And it didn't really matter what was going to happen here because I was able to get a charge move off. So we end up winning our second battle of our 5th matchup. So we already essentially won, but we go into our 3rd match also. The Poco Slow. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the Sass Squad. So yeah, now we're on our final match. I'm telling you, this is that good sportsmanship karma. Yo! Dark Matter Wolf, homie. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Quantum Delta, welcome to stream. The Air Maximus, Gunstar, hey guys. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not running Umbreon on my team. Yo, Pikachu, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that, man. Yo, guys, shout out to Dark Matter Wolf. He's a Pokemon Go content creator, Pokemon Go streamer. Go give the man some love. He was actually... Dude, I'm actually covering the Santa Monica tournament right now. Yo, let's give some love to Dark Matter Wolf here. I like Skuntank. I have a high ranked one, so that's why I decided Skuntank. You really need a high ranked Skuntank for it to perform well, but I do like using it. But it's kind of like very glassy against the charm users. It's very much like a give-take. Gotta be clever how you use it. Yo, I really appreciate that raid, Dark Matter Wolf, and everyone, welcome to the stream. We're watching our final battle of our 5th matchup in the Ferocious Cup in Santa Monica yesterday. Yeah, so I knew I could take a Bubble Beam. I wanted to be a little more conservative with my shield. Oh man, you're too sweet, Dark Matter Wolf. Oh, Sir Maximus, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to Sass Squad, man. So, as you can see, we're in a pretty good position here. We still have 2 shields, he only has 1, but We've been whittling down his team a little bit. I probably didn't even have the shield here, to be honest. But I didn't really know what to expect. I was getting a little nervous. I was just waiting for someone to Hydro Pump me with their Suicune, I swear. He was there. I didn't get matched up with him. But, actually, Dark Matter Wolf had to face him in Santa Monica. That was the matchup he had before we actually had to battle. So I ended up winning the third match also against WhenOurLipsTouch. Ready for December? Do you mean December as in the next cup for Silph Road, or are you talking about like Community Day? Like the Versatile Community Day. Alright guys, we have a rematch that we have to... I want to show you this first... This is our final opponent of Santa Monica. It's been a crazy ride. But this match I'm showing you is also another one where we redid it for lag. And we didn't take this one to the judge, but I just willingly did a rematch. But I just wanted to show you guys the original first match also. He's a good friend in the community. Dude, he seems... He was there. I should have actually met him. Like, what does he look like? I don't know what he looks like, you know what I mean? Dude, 200 plus tourney. Dude, the Sir Maximus, dude. That sounds hype. Wow. That'd be sweet if they brought back the 2018 Community Day moves. I feel like they should because of all the purified Pokemon that they added. Like, what good is a Hundo purified Bulbasaur without Frenzy Plant? And that'd be sick to be able to get all the PvP Pokemon that maybe you didn't have the foresight for when the Community Days were originally happening. Damn it. I'm sure, I bet you if I just saw his face, I'd recognize him right away. What's good about any purified mon? Yeah, only if you raid. But, I mean, the thing is, in some metas, return in PvP is actually kind of relevant. But it's like a very niche thing. Alright, so this is the first battle, but this is the one I said earlier that we're doing a rematch of because he felt that there was some lag that was significant enough that we should just stop the battle. I mean, we don't even finish, but I mean, as you'll see, you can see why maybe I don't know. It's kind of funny. I wish we didn't have to do a rematch, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's a good point, Buckaroo. That'd be sick to be able to get Last Resort on Glaceon and Leafeon. Alright, so we do crunch, and I want to switch right into our lone Ninetales here. Dude, that's a good point. Definitely walk your EVs now if you're gonna get the Umbreon also, or even like a Espeon or something. You never know. But if they do an EV Cup, it's like they should just do an EV Cup. That would be like one of the most like panic attack inducing cups. Like just constant like which EV evolution are they gonna use? But there are like probably some that are like more dominant, like Vaporeon. But yeah, so we end up ending that because of like the Skuntank damage. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even really give a crap, but I was definitely doing some work on him, so I was like, damn, dude. And that guy was tough, dude. That guy was really good. That dude's the guy who got first place. So I was like, damn, dude. I gotta rematch that. But, you know, whatever. I was already feeling like it's been a great day, you know, good matches. I'd rather just do a rematch than try to contest it and try to be like, whatever, you know. Yeah, because you can definitely walk the EVs now. You can find all the ones you want to use, walk them now. And if they end up letting us get last resort, you just evolve them daytime, nighttime as your buddy, respectively. I think you can only use the name trick once. Alright, so these are the official matches. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, like thinking about the community day, last resort idea. But, I mean, we weren't really focusing on the lag, but if you want to, you can watch it and look at it. But we end up doing a rematch regardless. It doesn't even matter. We didn't even finish the match. It doesn't matter to justify that I could have won. Just saying, I ended up allowing it just to be a good sport and let things just move. Because I just want, like, dude, we were there for hours just chilling. This is our 6th round, you know what I mean? But here we are. Getting ready. End up doing a mirror match here. Decided to do a switch, kind of like a similar thing to the first match. The park sucked, yeah, right? There was a lot of lag and drift. Living Truth, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. So we switch into Vaporeon here because, I mean, clearly that's what we want to be doing against Nidoqueen out of our options. Go for Aquatail. He ends up just sacking Nidoqueen, which is probably very smart. I'll probably go out and tomorrow. You mean tomorrow? Because it's still 10 p.m. here at Gunstar. But yeah. Maybe soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe one day. Someday. Maybe I am Giovanni. But anyways. Probably should have just... I just feel like I should have just sacrificed Vaporeon here. Maybe. That makes sense. Eastern time. The East versus the West. This is rough stuff right now. Scary stuff. So, we go for a crunch against Bibarel. Does a nice chunk. Definitely want to shield. Just because we have the shield advantage anyways. Get another crunch off here to seal the deal. Now, I feel like we're in a more favorable matchup here in general. I mean, we're pretty much in the mirror, but I have more health. So, fortunately for us, I'm able to get off a crunch here. And we end up winning our first... I guess this is technically a rematch. I don't know if we used the same team though. I think it looked similar-ish. I don't really remember. I think I brought the same Pokemon. But, yeah, I end up winning the first one. Pretty intense though, still. Sounds good to make it Eevee. I have no idea if the shiny legendary can be a shiny. That'd be freaking amazing. That'd be really cool. They should definitely make a chance at a shiny. If it isn't. Alright, so we're doing our second battle. This is the final opponent of Santa Monica. It was just, the whole day was filled. I mean, filled with battles. And then we went and went around playing Pokemon Go in Santa Monica for a little bit. You're not really into PvP in Pokemon Go. I can understand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's who won the... He came in first place. So this is our second battle. I won the first one, and... Damn, they were all like really close matches, man. Oh my gosh, Quantum. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Aw, man. Are you looking for that return Sandslash? You're going out in a full blood to get snacks. Alright, so this Nidoqueen, dude, that play like wrecked me. And this Nidoqueen here, I just got like, I feel like the second match wasn't too good for me. Oh, not a real heart attack, my gosh. Dude, that's insane. You have a shiny Umbreon with Last Resort. That's like perfect for Great League. I thought you meant like a legit heart attack. I was like, man, this is a tragedy. Should all be sad. Thoughts and prayers. I'm just joking. Return Slash seems interesting. Pringles sound freaking amazing right now. So you're going on a flood, man. I would risk it all for some Pringles. Why not? What else is it lit for? You're gonna onslaught. So what was I trying? I think I was trying to farm a little bit here, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I didn't try to farm there, it would have actually been a better play for us because he would have used his shield on Umbreon here. And I'm not sure. It's kind of tough. Yeah, I feel like maybe it did kind of matter. The way I shouldn't have been farming that situation. I should have been spamming to try to get that shield. But I think I may have lost that match anyways. So now we have a tiebreaker for our final match. It is insane, dude. Like, this shit was fucking crazy. These matches were... Santa Monica had some of, like, the top players, I think, like, in the world right now. Damn. Alright, so I decided to bring in the Lone Ninetales, I think, as a lead. I don't know. I think I'm debating here. That's crazy. Yeah, people with 2016 Pokemon don't even realize. Like, I had a Mudshot Poliwrath, but it was a lucky Pokemon, but it was still like 96% for PvP, which is like not bad considering it's still Mudshot. Oh, that's rough, Mega Eevee. Dude, you should do a Quantum. Alright guys, this is our final match against MHND. It is insane. Good matches. Definitely like a lot of challenging matches. So the mirror again. I feel like I should have probably led with something aside Skuntank, knowing that he would lead. I should have brought my Pilot Swan. But I was just kind of sticking to this. Wow, that's insane, my magicness. So we're both just kind of doing the same thing here. But I feel like this wasn't really smart of me to sacrifice Skuntank. And I tried to switch there, but I wasn't able to get the switch off in time. It might be a difference of IVs or something. What do they call it? CMU, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyways, yeah, I should have probably saved my Skuntank. Mainly because this was a terrible idea, what I brought in. It's tough. Yeah, CMU. Is that it? I don't know what people call it whenever it's like a speed tie kind of. See, the thing is, I'm trying to bank that he'll just take this, and he does. So it's like pretty crazy, because then I'm like, okay, wait, what the fuck just happened? He just took a hyper beam from my bib barrel, which he has 2 shields, mind you. Like, this is fucking insane. And I was looking at that, and I'm thinking even like, dude, I should have not I don't even know what to say. I really don't even like. The only problem is I can't really do much against this. And I was like, damn, I should have used Last Resort here, but I'm like, okay, we need to bait shields. But I think I end up going. I think he ends up taking this, which makes me sad. Because it's a bad prediction on my part. CMP. That's what it is. Charge move priority. That's what it stands for. Thank you. I didn't even realize that's what it stood for. I just heard people mentioning it in those situations where people are racing for the charge at the same time. Yeah, so I'm getting walled right now. I should not have brought double water. That was my fault. Bringing double water on this last matchup was just very much not. It just put a disadvantage for me. And I end up just losing purely based on that alone.